Hello and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, click on the subscribe button, like and share your thoughts on what you think about this video. Let's get the channel to 20k. So in this video, a sister who is a content creator gets in trouble after her video went viral on TikTok. Now in her video, she's heard saying that it is better to have a white following over a black following. Yes, you got me right. In short, black people do not support black content creators. That's according to her. Now, I don't know how true this is, and I also don't know why she was whispering white but mentioning black out loud. Like, sis, who are you scared of? She was dragged to filth, guys, for saying this. A lot of people are calling her out, and which I think led to her deleting the video, in fact. But you know people and keeping receipts. With that said, let's take a look at her video as she confidently says all this with a straight face and even gives examples. Here's the video.
I'm going to say something controversial, and I don't care because I've been thinking about it a lot. It is better to have a white following over a black following. Before I go any further, this does not mean that I do not appreciate the people that support me and love me, okay? That's not what this means. But it is very obvious that black people do not really support black creators. And we wonder why we don't get these huge creators the way that we get these huge creators. And then we complain about it. But we're not supporting each other. And the black creators that do have millions of followers, have a huge fan base, usually have a mixed following. For example, Jackie Aina. Believe it or not, Jackie Aina has a large community following. Monet, a large following. Fanita, a large following. Quinlan Blackwell. I don't know if you guys remember this, but a couple of years ago, she was roasted by the black community because she was so involved in the community. But what's funny is it's the people and the community that are getting them millions and millions of followers that are boosting their careers. Of course, there are nuances here. It's not black and white, no pun intended, but that's really the gist of things. We don't support as much as people support.
As I was watching this video, I was asking myself a question, like, is she the one with a problem or what? Because I don't get it. Why the comparison? Like, why is she comparing herself to a lot of people? I feel comparison or comparing yourself to other people is as a way of measuring your success or development is what destroys one's happiness. Is it just me, or she's really just upset and frustrated with her follower counting and where her platform is? Anywho, let's check out these teachers. I will be right back.
The only thing I have to say about this Winnie Parker stuff is when we all learn to stop giving black people who surround themselves with nothing but white people platforms. They're always going to disappoint you every single time. This lady dates nothing but white people, has nothing but white friends, and you really thought she gave a fuck about the black community? Okay.
Now, Winnie, on everything I love, I'm not trying to start no beef with you. I swear. But saying that you can only get my kind of popularity by having a majority white audience, which is what you said, is a lie. That's not true. And yeah, I've been jumped on the internet and had black women turn on me, but then I've also had black women defending me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? Like, I'm just saying, like, you don't need to bring me up for whatever you got going on. Like, the internet is finicky. There's so many things that go into having like viral posts and shit, like the algorithm, your audience, the content, the timing, the demographic, all of that shit matters. And yes, having a mixed demographic helps. And I do have white followers, Hispanic followers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Everybody fuck with me. But my majority following is black women. And you said my name in that video when that wasn't true. I'm just, hey, you ain't gotta get mad at me. Yeah, people turn on you. That shit be happening. But that's the internet. Everybody has a time where they're gonna get jumped or they're gonna get their lashings for whatever. But life goes on. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Also, it's foolish to think that I would have ever gotten to where I am without the support of black women. Because when I first came on the internet, I was abrasive, big, and black. Nobody liked me. Only people that was fucking with me was my dogs which is black women and gay men. But black women have literally propelled me forward. And now that I'm getting more visibility, obviously I'm getting more of like a mixed demographic. But from the start, it was always black women. But I don't have no beef. Just keep my name out your mouth.
Black people, come here for a second. Other people can come too, but remember, you're a guest in this home. This is something that I always think about, and there's a particular situation that's happening on TikTok right now that just reminded me of it. And I like to coin this phrase, denouncing your blackness. Now, TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. I'm not trying to bully or harass nobody. These are just my observations and something that I see more often than I'm comfortable with. So this happens when certain black people get to a certain level of status or wealth, and they almost denounce themselves from being black, or they move themselves away from black issues and black experiences as if it has never affected them. This is like almost like a form of being severely tone deaf to black people. And mind you, these are black people themselves, and they just completely just like, oh, that's never happened. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about. And this isn't just something that's exclusive to celebrities. This is something that I see pretty often when certain black people get to higher spaces, or they get a certain level of proximity to whiteness. And the issue that's going on with the TikToker Winnie, this is what reminded me of, like, to speak on this. Now, I'm not saying that this is exactly what she did, but she did do something along the lines of this, like of her saying that she prefers a white audience over a black audience, which is crazy in itself because she couldn't even say white in her video. But that's what you prefer? Oh, okay. Okay.
I honestly think that when Winnie said that it's better to have a white audience than a black audience, she just said what a lot of people think out loud, which I want to make clear is unequivocally false and harmful. But in fact, argue that it is the support of black audiences that has catapulted the people that she's mentioned, and also the likes of Tyler Perry, Oprah, Michael Jackson, you name it, to success. Even media corporations have targeted black audiences and used their support to build their entire networks. Here's the thing, not much mainstream content is catered to black people, but they still support what is for them and what is not for them. Whereas white audiences, I would argue, aren't even given the opportunity to engage. There are gatekeepers that spend a lot of money trying to figure out what is palatable to white America. And that's what she's really talking about, is being palatable enough to amass a white audience, which unfortunately is top of mind for advertisers, therefore the media and content creators, because that's how they make their money. And in an effort to predict what white America wants and only show them what they want to see, we've seen that these companies are actually wrong. Kerry Washington was the first black woman to lead a network drama since 1974. Because before that, network executives thought that white people would not watch a show where a black woman was the lead main character. And we all know that was simply not true. I also think Black Panther, where studio heads thought that movies with black people as either the main or in general didn't do well internationally. Should I say it? That was also false. Some of the negative consequences that we see, the real life consequences, is that this effort to predict what white America wants to see has in turn prevented entertainers, artists, content creators from breaking through to the mainstream. They get typecasted as a black musician, a black actor, a black entertainer, and they're not given the opportunity to go after things that are anything but that. So in an effort to not get pigeonholed, unfortunately, you will see black entertainers alienate their black, people of color audience in order to amass a white audience to seem more marketable. In turn, perpetuating this false idea that white support is more lucrative because the audience is more engaged. I can easily point to the Jordan brand. Hell, what's going on with Keith Lee to show you what black support can do? I honestly think that social media has allowed people to find content they actually want to engage in and find people that they actually want to support. And so they go where they see value. And as any one or any platform that creates content, that is what you should be doing, is providing value to the audience. And remember, you are not entitled to anybody's support. I just pray that we release ourselves from those shackles. And I think Cardi B is a great person to look at to see that authenticity will always win.
Well, I'll be damned. She done pulled a machine Kelly on her, and this person literally got popular from black women being her following and supporting her through her dating, including me. When it came out that she had a biracial child and that she liked to date hueless men, okay, everybody was cool with that. Nobody had a problem with that. Now she says that she only likes the other community better because they only support her. But then she was trying to venture into rating hairstylists, black hairstylists, and wanted to be the Keith Lee of rating hairstylists in Atlanta. For whose community, if not the black one? Then whose content is that? Who's that for? Then in the third video, she goes into saying that because she dates heelless men and sounds white, we're saying that she doesn't have the option to speak on black issues. Nobody in the comments ever even said that. It's the fact that that opinion and what she said was completely wrong. And honestly, I unfollowed. Like, I already was side-eyeing her about her ratings on the hairstylist and her acting like a Karen. But now it's like, clearly, she's not one of us, you know? And the crazy part is, I date outside my race too. And no, honey, it's not because you date outside your race. It's you. It's your personality. It's just you. But anyways, since you don't like the black community and you don't think that we're supportive and you want the other side, take it. Unfollowed.
To me, this video is giving to hell with my fellow black people vibes, and I think if that's what she wanted to say, she would have just said it. To sit online with 130 followers and participate in the anti-black tactics to get wider audience is crazy. Let's just stop acting as if these apps are not built off the backs of black people and people of color. Let's just stop pretending that. Like, you need a black audience to even get engagement, and even the palm color community knows that. As I was scrolling through TikTok, guess what I saw, guys? A reply or response from two of the content creators Winnie mentioned in her video, Jackie and Fanita. They literally responded to Winnie rejecting claims of them having a white majority following. Now, here's what one said, as I quote, "Majority of my followers are black women. I don't know where the white majority came from." Jackie also distanced herself from these claims and even said that the person who mentioned her and used her as an example does not even follow her. Like, it's okay not to follow someone, but why use her name as an example about black people not supporting each other and not follow her? Like, isn't she just doing the same things she's preaching about by not following her or the people she's mentioning? Now, you can tell what type of community a person grows up in based on comments like that. I mean, we all know Winnie. We know that she talks about her dating life and just her personal life, but her coming for the black community like that is embarrassing. No community is perfect at all. Like, you're going to have haters, but to lump your haters in one category and say that your haters are black, find a mirror before the magnifying glass. Like, she is looking into the black community and being like, oh, they don't support each other, they are negative and stuff like that. But she should look into the mirror and say, wait, how am I portraying myself and how are these people responding to my content? Self-love is so important, and I pray that Winnie finds people that love and support her without her preaching negatively about people that look like her. Now, most of her followers on both platforms are black. She's very much modern black girl niche and not announced beyond that. It gives I play content creator, not I am a content creator. She's not Jackie Aina, and who is very black but has followers of all race because her appeal is more than just her niche. She's engaging, honest, funny, a lot of things. Now, I was scrolling through to just see what the comment section looks like, and this is what people had to say about Winnie's video. This one says, why aren't Winnie's white followers defending her? Her saying Fanita and Jackie is literally insane. The real ones know Jackie's original content was literally about makeup for dark-skinned women. She's so whitewashed. She act like a Karen to me. I'm sorry. Girl, Winnie has no charisma. She doesn't understand that. Now she rage much farming for content. Now she's blocked. It's her backtracking and trying to gaslight you all in one sentence. I think followers and supporters may be different too. I love Anita. She's hilarious, honest, and her content is top tier without her doing too much. Yeah. Fanita, I'll always love you, boo. I ain't got no beef. Just keep my name out your mouth. That's a bar. We love you, sis, and we're gonna stick beside you even when we're fussing at you. That's how family does. Seriously, I stuck with you because everybody makes mistakes and I understand you. That's not what she said though. She said having more than one demographic audience, not a majority white audience. The fact that catalyst for this was a lack of engagement on a random sponsored video like Winnie Girl, that happens to everyone. You also have Hispanics and Pacific Islanders who love you. Don't come for me, but I feel like Winnie is trying too hard to stay relevant at this point. I don't feel welcomed as a follower anymore because of my skin color. Unfollowing. Alright guys, we have come to the end of the video. Please feel free to share your own take on this video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.